Hello, everyone. This is Maria from mariascraftingcorner.com. Thank you so much for being here with me today on this special day. Happy Valentine's Day to you if you are here with me today. There were some technical difficulties. I don't know why. I had everything set up very elegantly, and then all of a sudden it was telling me something about the parameters, and it was not what it was supposed to be, and I have no clue. So I had to restart the whole process, and it took me like 6 minutes. So hey Judy, how are you? Happy Valentine's Day. I tried to go to the other setup that I had and tell people to join in here just in case. I'm sorry about that. Not sure what's going on with with my technology. I thought, oh my god, my subscription is off, but no, everything was okay. So it is what it is. What can you do? I hope you guys have had a wonderful week. I know I have not been here. I was not here last week. I do appreciate all those of you that sent me a line and asked how I was doing. I had some sicknesses on during last weekend, and so I was barely recovering by Tuesday, and I figured I need my time. I'm not going to go live. It's just going to be messy, and I just don't want to get through all that, to be fully honest. Hey Brenda, happy Valentine's Day to you too. So that said, I'm thinking we should go ahead and go to the crafting table right away. I don't have a whole lot of announcements, except you guys know that right? I decided today. Well, no, I always dress with themes if possible, and Valentine's Day is one of my favorites, just because the hubby, and we're celebrating after the live and whatnot. It is also my daughter's birthday, so it's quite funny. Hey Magna, how are you? And it's kind of, since she was born, it was forget there's no celebration of Valentine's until she's older. And that's what happens now, right? She's older, she goes and celebrates on her own. And then we kind of get our celebration through the weekend or whatever. Thank you, Brenda. I really appreciate that. I have a kidney issue, and every so often it just flares up, and hey, nothing to do but ride it through, just rest and pray, and it just goes away. So guys, if you have not gone to get your celebration items, come on people, it's free, don't forget it. I will show you here in a little bit the card we're making. One of them uses the celebration paper, and these set which actually matches that paper, which I absolutely love. It's called Fragrant Flowers. I have to tell you guys, that's probably my favorite paper from the celebration. I like all of them, but this one, I really like it. I have not played with the big packet. I already have it. I think that's going to be my Easter cards paper, because it's just so perfect for Easter. We may be using today this. I am trying to use our texture chick memories and more packet, just because this is the packet that you will receive from me if you buy $50 before shipping and taxes. And so I will link, actually. Hey Tanya, how are you? That is my February host code. I am updating everything, guys. I was like, I'm so surprised about how updated I have everything. And this is what you're going to get for your Happy Valentine's Day for if you buy $50 worth of product. So I have to tell you guys, I absolutely love these. Well, you guys know that I do drink a lot of cranberry juice, Judy, just because I know that it helps a lot with that. So thank you. I appreciate that. And so I love this. It's great, of course, for scrapbooking, but it is also wonderful for cards, and this is what we're going to be using mainly today. It is so good that I am not sure we're going to need any stamping. We'll see how that goes. These are the 3 pieces we used today, and I'll show you here in a minute how it goes. Okay, we are going to be doing what it's called, let me take this off because nobody needs it right here, right now. If you go to my website and you check in the rewards, the host code is everywhere and it's linked to Stampin'Up. So I will not miss it. But if for whatever reason you feel that it's weird, do send me an email to maria@mariascraftingcorner.com and we will figure it out. So I saw this card. I don't know if it's a common card out there. I have to be fully honest. You guys know that every so often I discover this card and then I realize that it's not such as new as I thought it was. But I saw this card in a blog for another company, and it's called, it's from Stampin' Bella. I forgot the name of the lady. Oh, I don't have it here, but it's in their blog. So I'm not going to link it up here because it's directly to a blog of another company, and I don't want to get in trouble with my compliance. But that's where I got the card from, mainly really from Pinterest, but that's what it led me to. So thank you them for their inspiration. This card is really, really easy to make. There's a few important pieces that we'll go through together. It has a lot of cutting, and you guys know I like my cuts, and but it is great when you're using how you call it, when you're using it for, oh my god, for scraps, or when you have less amounts. Let me fix this up because I am seeing that it is already going to be rebellious, and that is going to drive me insane. You guys know it always does if this is not sticking. Okay, let me see. Okay, hopefully it stays there. So we are going to need 4 pieces of 6 by 6. Let me move this a tiny bit here. Okay, by 6 by 6, which means really that the best and easiest way to start this card is having a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock. This is our basic white, and as you can tell, my little oh my goodness, my little blade here is struggling, so we'll see how that goes. You will need 4 of these. I already have my other 4 scored and all, but we're going to go through this together, and I'm going to go slowly in case you have questions. So ask here. If you have questions and you're watching the replay, just send me an email. So very simply, we're going to align this at 3 and score, and then we're going to turn and align at 3 again and score. Super simple so far, right? Now we are going to score diagonally, and so I am using my awesome and beloved trimmer to align this as best as I can. It's a card, it does not have to be perfect, but I'm trying the best I can to get it perfectly centered. I am starting from the middle to the edges, and that is because sometimes when we do not do that, then it will kind of poke the oh my gosh, the corner, and so it kind of messes it up. So just be mindful and careful. Now the next step, and this is harder to see, but I am going to leave my diagonal top on the left, and the other side needs to be on the right. Does that make sense, guys? So bottom line, you'll have the square that has a line in the middle, one on the top left, and the other one needs to be on the bottom right. I hope that makes more sense. Let me know if it doesn't. And now we're going to align here at 2.5. And we are going to cut all the way to that first score line. Okay. And now we're going to turn, and I turn it this way and it's just easier. We're going to line again at 3, and we are going to cut all the way to that score line again. Just do it slowly. I am not seeing here very well, and as you can tell, I missed a little piece. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to use my scissors to take it off. I am cutting these here, and what we're creating is a little flap. I am making these a little, what be the word? A little further in the flap because this needs to fold, and I don't want this to be in the way. I'm going to take this away. I don't think we're going to need it anymore, but if I mess it up, we'll probably need it again. So here's the next step. I'm going to turn this around, which means that my flap is going to be on my right side, just like it shows here. And now we are going to fold. Fold these score lines. I kind of got out of practice using our, the regular words. It's so funny. So we are going to fold the diagonal lines or the score lines, mountain, okay, and mountain. And I'm going to bring my bone folder to get those really, really well creased. And now whatever is a straight line is going to be fold valley. So this one comes valley, that little flap. And I'll show you. And this is what I meant. This is going to have to go attached, and we want this line to not be in the way of the fold, if that makes sense. And we're going to fold this one again, valley, and we are going to fold that other one valley as well. So we end up with a very fun, kind of weird form here, right? All we're going to do is we're going to glue this in here. I am going to use, and yes, you figured that out, I'm going to use tear and tape because it is stronger. I feel safer when I use tear and tape. I'm going to bring my, take your pick, take that, backing. And now I'm going to put another piece because I like it doubled. As you can tell, this tear and tape is almost to its end. And actually, I think this came in one of my paper pumpkin kits. That's it. I have not received my new paper pumpkin. I'm counting the days for it to be here. So we'll see how that goes. And now we are going to fold this and make sure it is aligned there. Can you see that it fits perfectly in it? And I am just using my left hand to push that flap towards the end. So I don't have to move this little box to match. And so what we're going to have is, we're actually going to have 4 boxes. Okay, so here are all the others. And we are going to glue these together here in a minute. I am going to decorate them first because I feel it's easier for me. You can do it afterwards if it works better. But we all know we're messy. The other thing I would like to tell you guys is, now you have a flap here. Oops, I'm a little bit off camera, as you can tell, right? The flap is there. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put all these flaps, or the areas that have flaps, in a way that they will be covered by the other block. Let's call them blocks, right? So, and if it's not possible, it's not possible, but if it's possible, we'll do it that way. And I'll tell you why. Here you go. Because this will go like this, and so when you open this, and if you by any chance look at the bottom, you will not see those flaps. I'll show you how it looks. It's not really a big deal, but it looks better that way. Okay, let's start decorating one by one. I'm going to bring all my little pieces here. Ta-da! I always have my little pieces and combinations. You will need 10 squares, and I am using Pool Party and Petal Pink in here. So you're going to need 10 squares, and these squares are going to be 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. If you're going to create extra layers, then this one is going to be 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Okay, so that's so you know. So you're going to need 10. We need two for each block, and then one for the front and one for the back of the little card. These are for the back. For the back and the front. I'm pretty sure of that. So I'm going to put these aside for a minute because we'll put those towards the end. We are also going to need 4 other pieces that are also, I made them 2 3/4, and we'll just cut them in the middle to create this, and I'll show you how to do this. I already have them here, but we will work together so you can see what I mean. Okay, so let's have all my decorations here, and as you can tell, I have it all ready. I am using the Texture Chick paper. I told you guys a long time ago when we just got it. I absolutely love this one. I love that it has the gold into it, the paper, the Pool Party, and the Petal Pink. Those are probably some of my favorite colors. And like I showed you earlier, this is just a little piece from here, and I just cut it in two. So we are going to get this align. We're going to glue this. I have not decided which one I like better, if I want this one better or if I want the gold side better. Let me see one thing. I don't know. I keep struggling about it. I may use the gold just to create some interest in it. We'll see how that rolls. Okay. Same as it always happens when we're in these processes. My Stampin' Seal Plus has decided to go low, so we may end up changing these today too. Okay, let's go ahead and, you know what? I think I'm going to go with this one. Whoops. On top of it is Rebellious, so let's go ahead and attach these. This is just, again, an 1/8 smaller. And going to go that way. That is one side. We're going to bring this other side, and we're going to get this. And as you can tell, guys, that's what I was telling you. This is so easy when you have these memory card packs. I absolutely love them. I think that it's worth the investment. They're like $10, and I love them. I love the ones for Christmas. I love the ones. I'm turning that around because here you can tell that my little blade is not doing very well. And now we're going to adjust here. I'm making sure again that my flap is on the side and not underneath, and we're just going to glue this. And yes, to glue this, we're going to have to use glue. Well, here's to adhere this. We're going to need glue. This is just a regular Tombow. I have fallen in love with this applicator, so you know it works really well for me. Again, I just love it. And we are just going to adhere this in here. We're using glue, so we have some time, some flexibility in here. But doesn't that look super cute? And we're going to give that a few minutes to glue. And that's the advantage, is that by the time we are done with them, most of them will be completely glued. And we're going to go and attach this here. This time, guys, I made 3 different other options. It's super easy. This is just the cutting, really, that takes some time, but other than that, it's really, really easy. We're going to be using also some of the decorations that come in here because that packet brings these, and these are stickers. And I just love that. Okay, super excited. So this is our first one. This is what I meant. So I have here, I'm going to call them the floor because that's what it makes me think. And this is just a 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And we're just going to do it real quick here for another piece. It doesn't really matter. This is 2 3/4, and hopefully these will fit 2 3/4. Look at that, almost exact. And we're just going to cut that in the middle diagonally. Again, carefully align. Just like I did with the scoring, I start in the middle. And I start in the middle because that prevents us from getting those corners like chopped the wrong way. And that's all I did, guys. Oops, well, I did obviously a better job than here because that didn't cut well. But that's all I did. I am using for these some of those, some of the backings of, let me see, of my paper pack as well. Isn't this gorgeous? I love this paper. So we are going, and this obviously complements very well the texture cheek suite. So we are going to bring this one here. Let's see, can you, oops, that moved really quickly. I'm sorry about that. And we're just going to add here this. This has technically like it's supposedly a 1/4 of an inch, but for some reason, that's why I cut it 2 3/4. Yeah, 2 3/4. I guess because it's separated in the middle, it does not show the whole 1/4 of an inch. I don't know if that makes sense at all. Let me show you up here. So if you think this almost matches this, and I think it's because it's, you know, it's cut in the middle, so we just made it a little bigger. So anyways, that's why the floors are 2 3/4. Okay, so this is our first little one. We'll decorate here in a minute the rest with the stickers once I have them all together. I think it's easier that way. Let's go ahead and do our other one. We're going to keep working with the blue, the pool party, not blue, Maria. And funny enough, guys, yes, I am going to be using this side and not the gold. Can you guys believe that? I cannot believe it. But, you know, this color, it's so beautiful. And I just figured it matched better and it did a whole lot, I don't know, a whole lot more for the card than the actual, than the gold. I think if I wanted just the petal pink and golds, that would have worked, but it is what it is. And so let's go ahead and get this one together. These I am using the gold, but it's going to be a little muted because this is going to be in here. Now I used the why do I always forget the names? I don't know. Stylish Shapes circles, and I absolutely love it. To those that are just joining us, hello, hello, and welcome. I really appreciate you guys spending this time with me today. That is Valentine's Day. Hence the red. Okay. I am not going to use any dimensionals in the card just because it will create it thicker. It doesn't really matter because the card is going to be 3 by 3 in the end. And so, you know, if you're going to send it, it's not going to go into a regular, oh my God, into the meter. And so, but you just don't want to make it thicker, right? I don't know. So I'm going to use some glue in here. And we are going to attach this friend and center it as best as we can. And it says, today's memories are tomorrow's moments. Oh my God, I absolutely love it. Doesn't that look super cute? Easy. This is super easy if you use these packs. And again, I'm using my glue for this because we need a little flexibility to include these in here. This is just an eighth smaller, so that's what we are going to use. And we're going to do the same here. I don't know what that is, but let's take that out of the way. And the same here. Thankfully, this does not have a pattern direction, but do be mindful if you're going to use something with, a direction that you're actually using the right one. And okay, let me move this a tiny bit. I think it looks good that way. And as you guys can tell, I am using white today. It's not my favorite, but yeah, we're going to be using white. I'm just making sure that I have everything in place in here. And so this one is supposed to go in here, I believe. Chin, chin, chin. Let's see. But like I said, we'll decorate it here in a little bit. And I am going to bring the same quote unquote floor. And we are going to, get here. Somehow I messed this up. What is wonderful about this is that we have the little pin in the cap. So we just kind of go back and forth and it's opened again. Open for business again. Okay. Oh, you guys know I'm messy with my glue. It just can't help it. I am extending this as best as I can again and just moving this and aligning, and there it goes. Okay, now we're going to do the next one. So how you guys been? We are expecting quite the storm, I hear. I'm not sure if that's end up going to happen. You just never know, right? But technically speaking, we are waiting quite the storm. Okay, now we're going to do our third one. And again, that's why I have them separated, so we kind of waste less time. Here, I'm going to use the gold. I love this paper. I cannot help it. And we're using petal pink as the base. And back in here, see the good in all things. I love this one, and that comes from this big piece. I actually just cut it a little bit all the way to the stitch, quote unquote, line. So we're going to glue all this together, and I'm going to use this one on the other side actually. And if you hear all that noise, yes, we are going through some construction in this household. Okay. Doesn't that look gorgeous? I absolutely love this. And well, you guys know that. I've made several cards with this paper. I know oh, is it gone? No, it's not gone yet. Why is it not working? There we go. And I am trying to use everything before the new catalog comes. And I know it's April, but I don't know, guys. Can you believe it's already the mid of February? I am in awe. Every time I figured that, I was like, how is it that we are in the middle of February? How is it that, it's moving way too fast? And we're going to put this one in here again. Just let me know which one of you have seen this card before today. I had not seen it until I found it in there. So there's that. I had seen things that are similar, I have to say, but not these. Okay. Oh yes, I did make sure that went well. And so let's see. Here's another piece, and I'm sorry, I am not doing this and you cannot see. Okay, there, it's much better. And let's go ahead and cut the floor, quote unquote. And I am going to use the other side of that polka dot paper. I love those shells. Okay, today even the glue is rebellious. So let's use the thingy again. The thingy. And that's why I love this. Again, guys, it's super easy because you don't have to go and look for, another pin or whatever. We're going to put our half square in there. And we're going to bring the other one and again. Okay, it's something with the paper. Who knows what I'm doing? Really, I have seen a lot of smaller. Let's see. I have seen maybe it's a squash card and it just has a different name. You guys know that. I don't know why they do love to get those weird names. I don't know what's happening with my little glue here today. Oh, because I'm in a live and so it needs to be, a little fighting me. Okay, there we go. Much better. But I had not seen it, so I figured it was super easy. It is really easy. It has a few steps to it, but it's not complicated on its own, right? So I really, really like that. And final piece, making sure again that my flap is on the side. Base is again, I am not seeing my other piece of this. Oh, I see it there. And we're going to use this in here. Oh, I'm using glue. Oh, well. I guess it's just handy, huh? And we're going to bring these back in here. And we're going to use the other side of it. I always say I have a lot of fun with how complicated the names of cards can get. Sometimes I'm like, I can't even remember what card I'm making. Thankfully, this is just called Carrousel, and that makes it very easy. But yeah, I think I want this one. This one is the one I wanted here. Maybe not. It seems too big. So we're going to chop this. Chop, chop. Sorry about the noises if you are hearing it all. So this is going to be a 2.5 square. Okay. And we are going to set this in here like that because we're going to use some of these beautiful. Oh, then I don't know what the squash card is. I'll have to Google that one. Sounds very interesting. Squash card. Huh. Guys, I'm telling you, I don't have a clue. So we are going to glue this. And we are going to make sure that our flap is on the side, just so you don't see it. I mean, again, I will show you. It's not really like, oh my God, it looks awful. It doesn't make any difference, really. It's just me being, oh my gosh, this moved. Guys, for real? Didn't I say that if I didn't make any mistakes, this moved too much. Too much, too much. I'm going to, nope. I have some paper in here, and let me bring, what I don't have is a piece of metal pink. But I have one handy. Okay, so we're going to cut in these. This is not metal pink. How cute of me. Ta-da! Oh, look for that. That sounds super interesting. So we said that this is going to be 2 7/8. Okay. I should definitely change that blade. I have not. I don't know why I'm being so lazy of changing that blade. Does not make sense, Maria. And this one is going to be 2 3 quarters. I've been using this blade for a while now, I have to say. So, because I've been, like we talked the other day about that, right, Judy? That I just try to, I guess, get it better using some foil. And yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this. Maybe I'm just going to use, since I just made that mistake, might as well, huh? Okay, here it goes. And this piece is going to go in here, and we are going to use glue for here. I am going to have to go back to see Robin's. I'm assuming she has a YouTube channel, and see that. That sounds very, very interesting. But I guess this is not similar to it, or it's not it. Since you said that they're like all together. Maybe there's a way to make it all together. I don't know. I'm not. This is what I saw. Oh, Maria. What's going on with me and glue today? Well, the same it always happened. Ha. And we're going to use the same beautiful color. Guys. Okay. I'm glad I'm using, what's the name of this? Glue, because that just saved me. These needs to go in here, not on this side, because what that means is that we need this to flex, right? So, and we're going to use the same side for here. And now this has a little bit of glue already. Thank goodness we were able to undo that mistake of mine. Thank you, Judy. I will absolutely look for her. And because I really think that it is important to learn new things. So we'll look for that. Okay. I think I put a little bit too much glue in there, guys. Got too excited. That's fine. Okay, now we are going to glue all this together. So here comes the part where I'm like, now I like to play with it, right? So I can either put like petal pink and pool party together, or mix and match. And I think I like the mix and matching. Seems like more fun, right? Because when you're going to open it, you're just going to have different colors. So you can make this, and I am going to close them now and bring the glue. Bring the next one I want and adhere. And this, you don't have to make a whole lot of it. You just like put them together and hold. And I am putting them there to hold. So I don't know if you guys, this has happened to you guys in the past. If it doesn't glue well, it kind of makes noises, and that drives me insane. Okay, I'm attaching the next one. So be mindful when you're using glue that it will make noises for some reason. And I'm gluing that as best as I can. And I am bringing the last piece. Okay. Now I'm going to hold this for a few minutes. And because I'm holding this, and this, I'm actually going to put it here underneath like my computer thingy. Oh, photo pockets. That sounds cool. I don't know. I don't know about it. I'm just going to show you one of the cards while that gets dry. So this is using the farm in the farm dies and the paper, and I absolutely love it. And this is how it looks like. This was the first one I made. So you will open it, and then you can tie it here, right? So it stays like that. And isn't this super cute? I absolutely love this farm one. Let me see, this is the other one, and it just has today's a good day and this little from all of us. It was the first one I made. And then you close it up and tie it up, and it just says thinking happy thoughts of you. Super simple, but this is what I wanted to show you partially is when you extend them, then you can see the flaps in the back. I know it's like, you know, the bottom piece, and technically nobody's going to see it, but hey, if you can't prevent seeing it, then might as well prevent it, right? So this is one. I'm not going to show you anymore. Thankfully I have two other ones because these takes a little bit to dry. Okay, and this is how this is going to look. Isn't this super cute? So this is how it looks if you see it like this, and then like that. I think it's wonderful for so many things. I just love it. So let's work on the outside real quick. I have a little piece, not a little, this is, oh my God, why do I always have this in centimeters, guys? And it's not complicated. Thank you, guys. I'm so glad that you guys like it. I want to say this is like 10 inches, maybe more. No, it's like 12 inches. It's a lot. It's like 14 inches. I thought it was less. And I just, cut it in half. This is my scissors that are not doing very well, as you guys can tell. They're not. Let's see. Okay, I have one that's much better than the other one, and we're just going to attach this to the sides. We have to be very, very mindful, and yes, I am going to be using tear and tape of where the front is. Yes, I made that mistake like a couple of times, by the way. Not even like I was, oh yeah, not paying attention, and then I glue the thing, and hold and behold, the piece that I put the back in the front, that was not very kind. So be mindful when you're doing this to put it in the right place. Okay, I'm going to just go ahead and attach our front here. And I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. Man, it looks like I'm running out of... I know, but since I always glue it, because it drives me insane when it moves, Judy. I cannot tell you how upset it gets me. It's just like, please don't move. Especially when I'm in the live, I feel like, oh God in heavens. Anyways. But yeah. I just don't pay attention, and I am putting two of them. You guys know that that's my way of doing it. I just feel it's safer, right? This one seems a little rebellious. There it goes. And we're going to bring these. This is the soft polyester ribbon, and it's in petal pink, and I absolutely love this color. And this ribbon is so soft. Now, see what I was telling you? Now, you don't see in the back anything like the flaps. Again, not a big deal, but if you can prevent it, might as well prevent it, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and decorate these two. So I'm using two different combinations just for fun, of course. We are going to stamp in here our hello. I really love my hello. I'm going to bring my Stamparatus. Guys, it's to me, well, it's now a game changer, especially because that way I don't have to put my big head in front of you, which I think you guys probably, appreciate a lot. Okay, this is rebellious here as well. Okay, that is not straight. Let's hope it gets straighter. I'm going to look at this way. There it is. Okay, wish me luck, guys. It usually tends to mess with me. I am not going to use the petal pink. I just feel this might be too light. Well, let's try petal pink. Oh well. And on top of that, my petal pink is not super happy. I think I need to buy a replacement. And that's what I was telling you guys, and that's the reason why I love my Stamparatus. When you have a stamp that it has a lot of, I don't know how you call it, like stamping area, it definitely helps a lot. Because look at that difference, right? No problem. You guys know that the easiest way is to bring your little piece of your chamois and clean it there. And that way that gets cleaned up and you don't mess up your stamps. Okay, so let's move this out of the way and bring this friend out here. Okay, mess averted, mostly. This is not totally straight or centered, but hey, I should have been paying more attention. Sometimes I get really distracted, which we all know. So I'm going to put this in here. And of course, layer this. I am going to leave the back very simple, just a couple layers. I just feel that it's not needed to make it much more. I'm putting this right away. Did I use the petal pink? Yes, I used the petal pink because that way I don't get confused. It's for my sake. And I am going to use the Stampin' Seal Plus here just because I feel like it makes less noise. So making sure that this is the way up, because you know that has happened in the past that I'm not paying attention, but I'm making sure that it is the way up. And so here's one. We'll decorate that in a second. And we're going to attach these there. Guys, this is lasting. I am being blessed today. And we don't have, seems like we may not have to get this, oops, maybe I talked to soon. Get this changed while in the live. That'll be awesome. Okay. We got it. Yay! So this is the basic piece. Now we are going to bring our super fun stickers and we're going to play with them to decorate this. So you can tell that almost every side has what I would call a saying, right? So I want to decorate the other side if necessary, you see? And the theme of this is kind of like this little things. It's, you know, today's memories are tomorrow's. It's kind of about memories. It has memory pack, I guess. And so we are going to get this in here and we're going to use some of these super fun things. So I would like to use, let's see. I would like these Make Your Dreams Happen is dark, and it will be very noticeable everywhere. But because this is in the evening green, I'm going to put it in here. It kind of matches those tones. And I'm going to get this center as, oh, you know what? I'm going to do it like that. Isn't that amazing? It's just a sticker. I love that. I love that. And I am going to bring maybe one of these little leaves and make a little, just a little tiny decoration. Let me see. Maybe not there. I'm going to go underneath the block. Okay, let me see. We're going to use our take your pick. And I probably should have thought about this. It's a good glue. Good news. So I'm just going to put this in the corner. So it's kind of coming up from there. Can you see more or less what I'm doing? Let's see. That's more like it. Okay. Now, we don't have to decorate every area. I'm going to decorate this one. And as you can tell, this it says happy moments. I have happy moments capture, and I want to put those. And I'm going to use, and I did use the white, so it's more noticeable. And I'm going to center this as best as I can. I probably should have done this without, before gluing it. I don't know what I was thinking, but we can play with it. So we have happy moments captured. And I'm just going to put this a little off just to create some interest, huh? All the way off. And let's see what else. So we have some of these beautiful, like little, I don't know how to call it, little strips. Guys, you can't tell me. But I am thinking this is going to go actually on the outside of here. And I'm just going to cut a piece of it. And we're going to center this as best as we can. And put it in here. Okay. It's not perfectly centered, unfortunately. I should have thought about it. But, hey, we have a way to fix it because we have one of these little corners. So I'm going to bring one that really, really creates some contrast. And I am going to put it just right there on top. And boom, we kind of fixed it. It's how life goes. Now, I am going to use some of these beautiful flowers. Not flowers, what am I saying, Maria? Let's see. I think I'm going to use them from here. Like that. So it just creates some interest again on the side. Can you guys hear it? It makes noises. It drives me a little bit insane. And what else do we need? I think we're good. Right? And we can put some of the other stuff if we want it. I think it's looking good as it is. Now, I do have these, and these don't match really well because these are more kind of more blush and bright, right? I'm thinking I want to put something in them, but I am not sure which ones I'm going to use. Let me think. Oh, I know which ones. Haha. I really have used this. I love these. These are the flower adhesive back trinkets. As you can tell, the revelias are not wanting to come out. Maybe we're not going to use them because they don't want to come out. Oh well. Should have got them out before the live. Because I am that stubborn. I'm trying, no, this needs to come out. Oh, come on, Maria, for real? Ugh. Okay, guys, don't do that. Just cut them. Just need to cut them a little bit. That happens sometimes. But I'm going to use these on here. So we kind of create some interest. I'm going to put one right there. I really, really like these flowers. As you can tell, I've used them quite a bit. I'm going to put another flower in here. And let's bring a third one, which is rebellious too. And let's see. I'm going to put it there. Okay, I'm off camera, guys. You have to tell me. So this is our little card. You tie the knot, of course, and then you just open it and ta-da! What you guys think? You guys like it? I think it's super cute, I have to say. Super, super cute. You can put more decorations if you want, on every side. So this is our first one. I've shown you already the farm one. So I love this one. It's super, super happy. Let me do something before this creates a mess. I'm going to just close this. Now, I made a Christmas one. So last year, every time I created a card for a live, I made a Christmas one. And so by the end of the year, actually, I had a pretty good amount of them, and I didn't need to focus a whole lot in my Christmas cards. So I am using this is retired stuff from a couple years ago, but I figured I still have some of it and I need to use it, right? And so this is a simple Christmas card. Look at it. Isn't this super cute? So in this one, I used the same paper for the floor, and I think it looks really nice. But this is how it looks. So let's see, that's one. And then in this one, just the same, I just cut and fussy cut some of the paper. There you go. Isn't this super, super happy? I absolutely love it. So this is our third one. And then the last one, which I told you guys that I made using the fragrant flowers. I forget their names. And this is the free paper in our celebration. Look how cute is that. And here we go. I again use the same paper. And then that's how it looks. That paper is so beautiful. I just love it. Love it, love it. And those are our 4 options. It's really hard to see them. But they are super, super cute. They are 3x3, so small. But I think that if you give this to anybody, they will absolutely love them. And this is the one we made today with our memory pack that, remember, if you use February's host code, you will be able to get this one for free if you buy, I always get it wrong, $50 before shipping and handling. So I am glad you guys like it. It is really simple if you think about it. It has it's 4 pieces and just score in half and then diagonally, and you just make that little cut and that's it, right? You just do have to pay attention to where you fold when you actually fold the creases like I showed you earlier, but that's the only thing that you need to really pay attention. Other than that, it is really, really simple. Isn't this super cute? I just really, really love this set. It's so nice. But anyways, it has some stuff from other sets because obviously, I'm using all I have. But I think it's super cute. And then you can play with the quote unquote floors, right? You can make them the same. You can make them all completely different. Yes, Magna. My everything is going to be, I have it almost all finished, but it will be there tomorrow. I know that I since I was sick, I just kind of did not focus on that last week, but this week it's different. So don't worry, it all is going to be there. And this one just has, kind of variety of them. So you can play with this a lot. Let me come back up here. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed the card and the tutorial. If you like it, please, please, please give it a thumbs up and also share if you think it's going to help somebody. I would appreciate that. And what else? Nothing a whole lot more new. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day to those of us who are here in the replay. In the live. And if you're just watching the replay, thank you so much for being here. And I hope you have a wonderful week. What else? I don't think there's anything else. Bye, guys. Thank you so very much. Oops, I'm coming back and forth. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to get this off, and that's how we do it. Ta-da! Bye!